Hey guys, welcome back to GWiz Academy. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about Python sets. So what exactly is this set? See, in our earlier videos, we have covered lists and tuple, right? Python list and Python tuple. Now we are going to talk about Python set. Here, if we just open this data types, where is this set located? Set types is the category, and this is the set and frozen set. There are two data types called as set and frozen set. Right now we have completed lists and tuples. It is a sequence type, and now we have entered into another category of data types, that is set types of data type. And two data types are set and frozen set. Right now in this video we are going to talk about set. So what exactly is this? This is a relatively easier topic to understand, but obviously it's an important concept. So I hope you have clearly understood what is list and what is tuples by now, right? All right, let's get started. So set is a data type to hold multiple data as usual, just like list and tuple. But the syntax that we use to wrap the content is this curly braces, right? Curly bracket, what we can say. So, or some we also say flower brackets. Okay, we also say flower bracket, curly braces, or yeah, curly brackets. So whatever it is, this is the syntax that we use. Whatever name you call it, that doesn't matter. But yeah, this is the syntax that we use to wrap the content. This is an example. So let me simply remove it and write it once again. So it gets directly into your head. So friend's name. Let me create a new set. First is I need to assign a name, and then name of a set is friend's name. And what are friends names? Or let's say this makes more sense, right? Because we have multiple data. And first thing that we need to use is we need to use this flower bracket, or let's say curly bracket. And inside this I need to use this double quotation because I'm using string. Names is string, right? So yeah, so Rakesh, and then Ritesh, and then Vishal, and then Vipul. Okay, so we have four names in a tuple. Because we are using this curly braces, we call it as a tuple, and the name of the tuple is sorry, it's a set, and it's not a tuple, it's a set. So since we are using curly braces, it's a set, and the name of the set is friends names. Okay, I hope you're clear till now. Okay, so I have listed some bullet points over here which I think are important to understand, to clearly understand all the concepts with which we have under set. Okay, so let's go ahead and see one by one. Sets are unordered, unchangeable, and it does not allow duplicates. If we see list, Python list, they are ordered and they are changeable, and they also contain duplicates. Right opposite is sets. Sets won't be ordered, it will be unordered. So what exactly is unordered, I'll tell you. And after this explanation, you will understand clearly why I said that list and tuples are ordered. Okay, see now what will happen here. Let's say we already have this let's say we already have this set. Okay, so if I try to print this set called name, okay, and save it and run the program, what you will see, Vipul, Vishal, Rakesh, and Ritesh. This is the order. But if you see carefully, first name is Rakesh, and then Ritesh, and then Vishal, and then Vipul. But the output that we got here is first is Vipul, Vishal, Rakesh, and Ritesh. Vipul, Vishal, Rakesh, and Ritesh. So there is no sequence, there is no order. Even if you see, it is not putting, it is not displaying the output in a sequence manner. Even if it comes from here to here, it should output as Vipul, Vishal, Ritesh, and Rakesh. Vipul, Vishal, Rakesh, and Ritesh. So this again, it came here and then it came here. So it travels unordered way and it prints the output unordered way. It executes in an unordered format. So we call it as unordered. There is a reason behind it, because it doesn't have a key value, because in lists and tuples what we have is we have an index, zeroth index, first index, second index, third index, something like that, right? Positive index, negative index. But in sets we don't have such index values, so there is no key value pair happening over here. So that is the major difference, and that is the reason we call it as unordered. That is the reason we call list and tuple as ordered, because whatever we give the input, the output will also be the exact same sequence in an order, right? Perfect. So I hope you have clearly understood unordered, what is this unordered, and why we call set as an unordered data type. Now let's go and discuss about unchangeable. Why exactly we say this is unchangeable? We say it is unchangeable because first thing is there is no key value pair, and since we don't have any key value pair, it is very difficult to target a particular value and change it. And by default, sets cannot be changed. Sets in the sense, let's say, in list what we used to do, we used to target by index. Let's say um, friends names and 0 1, in the sense like I'm targeting Ritesh name, and if in case I want to add some other name like let's say Amar, and if I try to print now, let's see, it will throw an error. Set object does not support an item assignment because we cannot change it. That is the reason we call sets as unchangeable. Unchangeable in the sense we cannot change the values that are once created inside sets. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Code will show an error. Sets are unchangeable, right? Perfect. So let's move on to the next concept. That is, there are some workarounds to how to work with set as well. There is some certain advantages to use set and disadvantages as well at the same time, but yeah, we will explore it while we are working on programs that will include sets. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see one more topic, that is check if it is a set or not. Let's say if someone gives you an example and asks you whether it is a set or not, how do you say? Let's say you just forgot that if we have this curly braces or something, then only we call it as a set or something. You forgot that rule, and now it's your time to check and ask Python that whether it is a set or not. In the sense, basically, you just want to verify the data type of a particular object that has been given to you. So what you will do is simply, what you need to do is you need to use this method called as type, as I said earlier in our last two videos as well. Type and pass the object. What is the object that has been given? Friend's name. Friends names, sorry, right? So now as soon as we use this, type method, Python will understand whether it is set or not, but we will not understand because we don't see any output. So to see an output, we need to print this complete thing inside and we need to print it in an output, right? So I'll just copy everything and use this print function and paste it inside this and save the code, and let's run the command and see. All right, so class set, right? So what happened here, we just asked Python whether it is set or not, and yes, it said it is set. If it was a list or if it's a tuple or something like that, then Python will say, and it will show us in the output as well. So it is a a quick method through which we can easily identify whether it is a tuple or list or set. Perfect. So moving ahead, does not allow duplicates. What does this mean? Sets doesn't allow duplicates. Oh, okay. I'll show you an example. Let's take this as an example, as we already have a reference set. Let me paste it over here. Now, let's assume we have one more value over here. Let's say, again, we'll add Vishal. There are two Vishal in this particular set. Okay. And let's say friends names. So what I'll do, I'll just simply rename it so as to avoid any confusion. Friends, I'll just call it as friends. Okay, this is a set that contains 1 2 3 4 5 items in it, and we have two items that are duplicates. So now if I create it, and let's say if I print friends, okay, save it, I should get an output with how many names? 1 2 3 4 5. Right? If it is a list or if it is a tuple, then it will show every item, right, as soon as we print it. But now see what happens here in set. Like I have saved this file and I'll run the program. Scroll down and you will see just four names over here: Vipul, Ritesh, Vishal, and Rakesh. So what happened here is it simply is outputting, or it is simply showing us the names without considering duplicates. So we have two Vishals, right, here and here, but what happened here is we are getting just one Vishal as an output: Rakesh, Ritesh, Vipul, and Vishal. So there is no two Vishals, right? So what happened is here it is just considering these two values as a single value. So this is a one kind of advantage, that we cannot duplicate values inside set. What is the main reason? What might be the reason? The reason might be because as I said, there is no key value pair. In list and tuples we have key value pair, so in case if there is a duplicates of this items, still we have different, or let's say unique key associated with particular item. So even if there is multiple duplicates, we can easily recognize which item value, which item exactly they are referring to. But here we don't have key value pair in set, so it is really difficult to maintain it, so to identify. So set cannot identify which exact Vishal are you referring. Is it the second Vishal or it is the fourth Vishal? So it will simply ignore this fourth Vishal and it will just consider this second Vishal and it will combine it in the output. Okay, it is how it will perceive things. So yeah, this is a concept that you just need to understand, that in set we don't have duplicates, or let's say sets won't allow duplicate values in it because we don't have key value pair. All right, now let's go to the next concept. The next concept is identify length of a set. By now you should be really perfect in this, because I have said this multiple times. From the first chapter itself I have been telling this, that how to calculate a length of a particular item, length of a particular string, or length of a particular data types such as list or tuples. Same function or method we will be using here as well. What is the function? The function name is len and parenthesis, right? And I'll pass the object name. What is the object name? Let's say I just want to identify what is the length of this particular set called as friends names. I'll simply copy and paste it inside length. Okay, so now this will calculate it, but it won't show it in the output. So I want it to be shown in output, so I'll copy everything and put it inside print. Now save it and run the program. It will say that this particular set has 4 items, right? So by now you are clear, right? So how to identify length? You use this function called as len. And how to identify, this is a concept that set won't allow duplicates. And then how to identify whether it is a set or not, by using this function called as type. And then set is unchangeable, and set is unordered data type. Okay, and we use this curly braces syntax, flower brackets. Okay, and now coming to the next point, sets can have any data type. What exactly does this mean? Just like list and tuples, set can also have different types of data types, such as, let's say, if this is a name, we can have strings Rakesh and Ritesh, right? This is a string data that is being hold that has been inside this particular set. And let's say age set, we can have age like 25, 27, right? And then let's say boolean set, right? Just a random name, so it can contain values such as true, false, true, false. So there is an important concept that I want to highlight over here. So let's just try to print out this boolean sets and see how many, because since a set doesn't allow duplicate values, let's see how many items that it actually considers. So let's save it and run this program. So true and false, yeah, false and true. So see, it can contain boolean data as well, but no matter what length you assign it, it will finally end up with true or false, and false and true, these are the two combination it will end up. And that too, every time you print it, it will show different values. So we will, I don't think we will be using this much, but the concept is the set can contain multiple type of data, either it can be string, boolean, or numbers, right? So that is the main focus point. And then coming to the next point, create a set using constructor. Okay, so how to create a set by using constructor? Let's say I'll create a set called as my team member, my team, right? This is fine. So this is a new set that I'll create, and I'll use a keyword, or let's say it's not a keyword exactly, it is a constructor function called as set and parenthesis. By using this set parenthesis, I can simply create a new set. And how to do that? I'll simply add one more parenthesis and add the names, such as, like, let's say first is Rakesh, Vishal, and then Fatima, right? There are three names, right? So let me save it, and I'll try to print my team, and let's see whether set is created or not. Scroll down, Fatima, Vishal, and Rakesh, right? So here what happened, and as you can see, this is under inside flower brackets, so this is a set, right? All right, perfect. So by using this constructor function, what is constructor, we will see it in a later videos, but for now you just understand that by using that particular function, we can simply go ahead and create a new set. Okay, and instead of this second parenthesis, you can also use this flower bracket as well. It will also work fine. See, so yeah, but generally we use parenthesis. All right, now Let me save it and let's go to the next point. Access the values of a set. See, in our lists and tuples, what we used to do is we used to target it by index, and then we used to change it or update it or delete or remove, whatever it is, we used to do it by grabbing a value by its key. But since in sets we don't have key value pair, so what we do here is we cannot access a particular item by its key because there is no key. So here, in case if you want to just display all the items in an output, what we do is we use a loop called as for loop for x in, let's say I want to print out all the items inside which is available inside a set called as my team. So what I'll do, I'll use this for loop and for x in my team and colon print x. This is the code that I'll write, and now what will happen, every item that is inside that particular uh, set will be displayed here as an output. The same code I can use it for, let's say, for x in, let's say I want to print out this set names. So what I can do, or let's say if I want to print out friend's name, x in friends names and colon here colon and then print x, right? So what will happen now, all the names that are available or all the items that are available here will get printed out as an output. Scroll down, these are the items that are available. So these three names are from the above code, this code, these three names, and then remaining four names are from this code. So this way, by using for loop, we can print all the items that are available inside a particular set. There is no way we can go ahead and target a particular item by just by using this key value pair or index, because there is no index, because it is an unordered data type, like unlike list and tuples, right? So this is how we use for loop. And don't worry about this for loop, you don't have to understand it right now because we haven't covered loops yet. Okay, so once we complete what is dictionary, and then we will enter into for loop and if else statement and all those things. So don't worry about it, we will cover this, what is exactly this for loop, while loop, for each loop, and all those things in our later videos. So for now, what you need to understand is, in set we cannot go ahead and target or print a particular item by targeting its key, because there is no key and there is no order, because so that is the reason we cannot go ahead and target a particular item value inside set, right? So if in case we want to display all the values or items that are available inside a set, then we use for loop. Okay, so this is clear. So let's move ahead to the next point called as add an item to a set. I understand that I have said that the set is not changeable by targeting its key, but there is a way through which we can go ahead and add items to a set. There is a way through which we can go ahead and remove item from set. So how to do that? Just see. Let's say I have names. Okay, let's say this is the example of a set, a reference set. I'll use the same set here, and let's say I want to add one more name to this particular set. So what I'll do, I'll simply friends names dot, I'll use this method called as add parenthesis, and inside that I'll add a name. What is the name that I need to add? Let's say I want to add Amar. So now what happens is if you print friends names and save it, you will see that Amar, the name Amar is being added, has been added to this particular set successfully, right? So by using this function or by method called as add, we can go ahead and add a name or add an item or add a value to a particular set. Okay, so where does this go and get added, where does this name go and get added, we don't know, we cannot tell that, but in that particular set this particular name will get added, that is for sure. Okay, and then coming to the next concept, that coming to the next bullet point, we can go ahead and remove an item from a set by using the same method. So how to do that? Friends names dot remove, what is the exact name or what is the exact value that you want to remove. Let's say I want to remove Rakesh, so I'll simply type Rakesh. Okay, and save it. So what happened now, as soon as I saved, this particular line of code simply removed the item called as Rakesh. So now if I go ahead and print our set, so if you save it and run this program, scroll down, Vishal, Ritesh, Amar, and Vipul. There is no Rakesh inside this particular set. So this is how we use this method called as remove parenthesis to to remove a particular value from set. Okay, so I guess this is clear. What is the next point? Why we don't use pop? See, what happens is why exactly we use pop function. In list and tuples, we used pop function because what happens is pop, this function will exactly remove the last item. So, but in sets, what happens is it is not ordered. So we don't know which exact value gets removed. So right now, if you see Rakesh is, I have exclusively told this particular code that remove Rakesh. So it removed Rakesh. But what happens when we use pop? We are not specifying what exactly to remove. So it will remove a random value from the last. And in last value, in last place, what is the exact value? What is the exact name that will be available in the value? We don't know. So let's say I'll give you an example and show you. So let's use this pop function. Let's use this particular set again here, and names dot pop. Okay, I have used this pop function. So what I did here is it will just remove a last item. So technically it should remove Vipul. So what has it removed? Let's print out and see. Print. So let's see if it has removed Vipul or not. Run the program. So if you see now, this is a set, my friends. Okay, so these are the four values that I had, and I used pop function. It should technically remove Vipul out of this particular set. So but if you see the output, Vipul, Rakesh, and Vishal, so what happened here is it kept Vipul, it didn't remove Vipul, it kept Rakesh and it kept Vishal, but it removed Ritesh from the set. Why is that so? Ritesh name is not available, not, it was not present in the end, right? So why did it remove? Because we don't know what exact location these names are present. We have assigned these names in this particular order, but as soon as this set is created, the ordering will be done randomly. That is the reason we call set as unordered. And since it is unordered, when we use pop, it is not predictable that which exact value it will remove, because we don't know which exact value is available in the last spot, right? That is the reason we don't generally use pop function with the set. Okay, I hope this is also clear. Now let's go ahead to our next point called as clear and delete set. See how to clear set. It is as simple as that. Let's say my underscore friends dot clear parenthesis, and then if I try to print my underscore friends, save it, there is nothing inside this. It is an empty set, right? Because I have cleared it, in the sense there is no value present inside that particular set called as my friends. All right, so let me simply comment it off. And how to use delete? It's a keyword, so just use keyword, and then name of this particular set is my underscore friends. Okay, and simply save it. If you try to print it now, it will show another my underscore, save and run this program. Name my friends is not defined, in the sense did you mean friends, right? So what happened here is it is already deleted, so you cannot go ahead and print it. So let me comment it off. Perfect. Now let's go to this concept called as joining sets. To join, in the sense, let's say we have a set A, we have set B, and in case if I want to join it, if I want to mix it up or add values to each other, to do that we have two methods called as union and update. So what exactly is it? It might be slightly confusing here, but please pay attention, take a break of 5 minutes, 10 minutes or whatever, and then please come back and watch this video till the end now. Okay, so take a quick break or just watch this video from the beginning and understand, and from these 4 points needs to be understood very clearly without any distraction. All right, so let's get started. See, what exactly is this union? Let me take an example. Let's say I have a set called as X, and I'll create names Rakesh, Ritesh. Okay, this is a set number 1. And let's say I have one more set called as Y, and I have numbers in it. Let's say I have 21 and 22. Perfect. So what is this? I have two set, and one has string values, one has number values. It can be anything. Just assume that we have two set. Okay, this is number or string, that doesn't matter. Now let's say if I want to join these two set, if I want to join these two set called as X and Y with each other, because I just want one single set. Inside that I need 4 values, Rakesh, Ritesh, 21 and 22 has to be there in that particular set. So what are the method through which we can do that? See, we have this Python built-in function called as union, and to use it, what we do is I can create a new set here, Z, and I can use this set called as X dot union, and I'll add Y. So what happened here is X union Y. So X union Y is going to create a new set called as Z, and if I try to print Z, save it, and let's run this program and see Rakesh, Ritesh, 21 and 22. So our goal is achieved. So we have successfully joined these two sets. Okay, it is simple, right? Till now it is completely clear. Perfect. So now let's see what is this update. So what happens here is I simply use X dot update parenthesis, and inside that I'll pass Y. X and Y I need to add, right? So X update Y, X update Y. So I'll now print X, save it, and run this program and see what happens. Ritesh 21, Rakesh 22. So don't worry about the order, because just now order was different and right now the order is once again different. So every time you run the program, the orders will be changing because it is a set. So don't worry about if these values are getting shuffled up. But the main important thing that we need to note down here is, even when we use union function, the same output we are getting, and if we are using this update function, we are getting the same output. But there is a difference. What is exactly the difference here? See, whenever we use this update function, whenever we use this union function, what we are doing is x union y, and the output is being assigned to a new set called as z, right? So here what is happening, if you clearly observe, we are creating a new object or new set. We are creating a new set called as z and assigning output to it, right? So x union y, there will be some output, and that particular output we are assigning it to the new set called as z, and we are printing out that particular value z. But when we use this update function, we are not doing that. We are not creating any new set here. We are simply, what we are doing, we are taking a value from y and putting it inside x. So what is happening, I'm printing x here. So when we use this update function, we are not creating any new object, we are not creating any new set. But here when we use union function, we are creating a new set called as z. We are simply updating old set with other set values, not unlike okay, let's keep it brief. So here you will see we are creating a new set, and here whenever we are using update, we are not creating any new set. So this rule applies further. We can take this further in depth and see more examples. We have see what happens is, let's say we have mm, two sets, like let's say x equals to, or let's say we are assigning 1 2 3 4, okay, and then y I'm assigning let's say 1 2 5 6, okay. So this is a example of two sets that we have, okay. So here see how we will use the functions. So while this is one method of joining two sets by using a function called as union, we can join by using a function called as update. We can join two set. There is one more method through which we can join sets, but there is an option. I'll say, hey, this is the two sets I am giving it to you. I want you to join these two sets, but make sure that you don't include the values that are different in both sets. You should only keep the duplicate values, in the sense, if there is a value that is available in both sets, then keep that value. In case, just for an example, here 1 2 3 and 4 are the values of set first. 1 2 5 and 6 is the value of second set. So here if I say I want to add these two set, but just keep the values, or just keep, I just want to join these two sets but keep the values that are only available in both set. In the sense, whatever output I'll get, whatever output you will give me, in that output only those values should be there that are available in both sets. Like as you can clearly see, 1 is available in both set, 2 is available in both set, 3 is not available in both set, and 4 is not available. Neither 5 is available in both set, neither 6 is available in both set. So the output should be something like this. Output should be 1 comma 2, because 1 and 2 are available in both sets. So here, how to get this output? To get this particular output, what I will do is I'll use this function called as intersection. So what I'll do, I'll create a new set called as z and assign it to x dot intersection function and y. X intersection y. This function will give me a result with an output with the values that are available in both set. Means intersection is happening. So if you see, if I try to print the output called z, save it and run this program, so scroll down, 1 and 2 is the output that we have got successfully. So why did we get 1 and 2? Because 1 and 2 is available in both set. There is one more method through which I can attain the same value. How to do that? X dot intersection. Here, if you observe, I created a new set called as z. But what if there is a condition that, hey, you cannot create new set, you should just use the same set, but there should be an output with just having duplicate values. So I'll use this intersection underscore update, this same concept. As soon as we use update function, intersection underscore update y, I'll get the output with duplicate values. But here, as you can see, I'm not creating any new set called as z, and just updating the existing set x. So if I now print x here, save it and run this program, I'll get the same output successfully. So what happened here is I'm not duplicates as output, but in existing set. Here what is happening? Duplicates as output, but in new set called z. I hope this concept is clear. I have tried to simplify this concept as much as possible. Please watch this video again and again and again, so that this complete function and how to use this function. See, these functions we will use very oftenly while we start writing programs. So please make sure these concepts get inside your head, right? If in case if you get any questions or doubts, please make sure to ask it right away in question and answer section. Okay, so now let's go ahead to the next point, where if someone asks me not to keep duplicates, let's say this is an example. Okay, so let me simply comment off these things. All right, so I have commented it. Let's say if I have these two sets are given to me, and if someone asks me that, hey, join x and y, but there should be no duplicates, there should be an output which should exclude the duplicates, in the sense remove 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 are available in both sets. So I don't want 1 and 2 in the output. The output should have 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, because they are unique, they are not duplicates, they are unique values. All right, so just create an output with non-duplicate values or excluding duplicate values. So for that, what we will do, we have two functions called as symmetric difference and symmetric difference update. So how to use it, let's go ahead and see. So if I need an output. What is the output that I need? I need 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is an output that I need. So how to create that output? I'll use this function called as symmetric difference. Let's say I'll create a new set called as z, and I'll use this function called as symmetric difference. So first thing I'll write is x dot symmetric underscore difference parenthesis y. So x symmetric difference y, this will create an output which will have unique values, not the duplicate values. So duplicate values will be omitted out. So now if I say print z, so what will happen now? If I run this program, scroll down, okay, there is a spelling mistake. Symmetric difference, double M. Let me save it and run this program once again. Yes, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have successfully got this output called as 3, 4, 5, and 6. But there is what exactly happened here is we created a new set. But what if a question was create an output with 3, 4, 5, 6 as an output? That is nothing but excluding duplicates. But you should not be creating new set called as Z. Without creating a new set, you need to get those output. If someone asks me that, then what I will do is I'll use x dot symmetric underscore difference underscore update y. It's as simple as that, and I'll simply print x. So what it is doing is x symmetric difference update y. It is creating an output that is exclusive values, excluding 1 and 2. It is creating 3, 4, 5, and 6, but it is again returning those values inside x. So now I need to print x and save it and run this program, scroll down and see we have successfully got this same output. So what's happening here is we are creating new set, existing set is getting updated here. So there are many scenarios in which we can go ahead and use different functions in different scenarios. There is its own advantages and disadvantages, obviously. So we will see when to use it, when to not to use it. But for now, what you need to understand is clearly how to use it, when to use it, when not to use it. We will decide it later. But for now, you should understand how to use these functions clearly, right? Or methods clearly, and what exactly does they do. In case if you have any questions in whatever concepts or whatever points that I have explained with respect to sets, please let me know in the comment sections or ask your questions in question and answer section, right? So I hope this is clear, and make sure you watch this video again and again so that these concepts are very much clear to you, so that you will not refer this chapter again, or there should not be any doubt in your head, right, regarding set of Python set. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next chapter, where we will be learning about one more data type. The final data type that we'll be learning in Python is dictionary. So that is going to be an interesting topic or interesting chapter, right? So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.